Guys, it is Fair Housing Month. We'll have some things. Your Social Equity Committee, that is part of the ALC, will be bringing you other things this month. But I wanted to remind you guys that part of every listing agreement and offer that you write is Form FHDA, which is the, who's talking over?
Hold on a second, it's Maria. Could you, there you go. Thank you.
No worries.
You're on, Lorna.
Part of every offer that you write, and every listing agreement that you take, is the FHDA CAR form, which is the Fair Housing and Discrimination Advisory. As part of our discussions this month, I would say you really need to familiarize yourself with that. I know we all put it through DocuSign. We put a lot of things through DocuSign that we don't really read very closely. But this is a very important form. It's going to be something we'll be discussing this month. So I would just ask all of you to take a little look at it, see who the protected classes are, see what appropriate actions you should be taking and actions you should not be taking, because that'll help further the discussions we hope to have with you guys this month.
Excellent. Thank you, Lorna. And
yeah,
you know, in general, let's give those it's good. This my theme for the month is give those documents a read.
Yeah.
Anything that was published before December of last year or after December of last year, low bar. Let's start with that alone.
For real.
Thank you, Lorna.
You're welcome, Joey.
If I may add on to that,
we've
kind of been at the 9 a.m. meeting going through listings and some of the photos that we've come across. But I will say that as I've read a lot of descriptions, there's a lot of agents out there that are not realizing their descriptions really do not meet some of those requirements. So I think it is because some things people are not realizing that they think is just part of their description is probably violating fair housing.
Rob, you're so right. I had to get corrected by my business partner on a description I was writing myself where I said that something was walkable.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a big one.
Certain location, and not everyone is able to walk. So I don't think you can even say walk-in closet. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I think that's right on the edge. And I do have to point out that CAR still has in some of it, not CAR, the MLS still has in some of its boxes that you can check in your descriptions, master suite, and some other things that have been eliminated. So just watch yourself.
Yeah. Yes, that is all very, very true. Thank you, Rob, and thank you, Lorna. Let's move on to tell me something good, right? Tell me something good, please, and thank you. Anybody? Tracy, you have a beautiful view outside your skylight there.
Yes, I have a good. It's a personal good. I'm in my car because I am coming back from Pilates class, which is the first time I've been since January 3rd. So I took it really slow. Thank you. I took it slow. I cried all the way driving to class. If you guys don't know why, huh?
I would have gone with you.
It was just, you know, the anxiety and nerves of it all, and the fear, but I overcame it. It was great, and that was it was a great thing for me. So that's my
so happy
good.
For you, Tracy.
So proud.
Thank you.
Very proud of you.
So proud of you.
I was there with you in spirit, but not in actuality. You know.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Anyone else? Tell me something good, please.
I'll tell you something good.
Laura.
Just one quick thing, because I'm seeing my business partner's pretty face. You know, you can make your photo sessions really a good time. And we did yesterday. It was super fun. You guys will get some details later, but it was just a light, fun thing. And, just remember to take every task you have every day and try to find joy in it, guys.
I would agree. Speaking of which, I just spent the last 2 days taking my youngest daughter to look at a school in Arizona. And it was, I did a lot of silent crying because she's my last to leave the house. But it was also, I'm so grateful. Yeah, Presley is that age already. It was also, I'm so grateful that I'm able to be a part of that experience for her. She wants me as a part of that experience, and that we still like each other. You know what I mean? It's I definitely hold it as one of my greatest accomplishments for both my daughters, that I'm able to maintain a working relationship with both of them, right? As two young adults.
You're such a great dad, Joey.
It's what, like everybody has a gift, Lorna.
Well, that's one of yours.
Right? Yeah. Anybody else? Michelle, take off your
Sorry, I just wanted to sort of add to you. I sent my baby off to school in September, my youngest, and this week we were talking that she made some appointments with the dentist and she went back and had had work done and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wow, she's doing it all on her own now. It's like she doesn't need me anymore. But at the same time, I was like so proud that I'm like, you know what? She's independent, and that it's like you cry, but it's bittersweet at the same time.
Yeah.
It's your sadness and pride at the same time.
That's a 70-30 bittersweet for me, right? 70% is like, thank God. 30% is like, oh, yeah. The more they can take care of themselves, the more relief. I actually get relief from that.
It just takes a little longer for the boys, that I can tell you, because I have a son who's the oldest, and I just thought it was never gonna happen with him.
I understand. Okay. Anybody else want to share before we move forward? Let's move forward then. We still have the Ukrainian help. Let me try that again. KW t-shirts to help raise funds for the Ukraine, and actually all these proceeds go to actually helping the refugees directly. So we have market centers and we have KWs in all the bordering countries, and that are receiving Poland and all the other bordering countries that KW is sending funds to help the refugees of the Ukraine. So you can buy this nice T-shirt. I have not. I think they should be going out soon, but the link is in the chat. So Carly put that in there. Thank you. And you can get it on KW.com. Okay, or KWtek. I'm sorry. There you go. Or let me try that again. What is that? Maybe not KWtek. Maybe it's the red store. Oh yeah, KW red. What is that? Redlabel.com is where it is. Sorry about that. But just use the link there. Thanks, Carly. They use nice cotton too, which helps. How you doing, Rob?
I'm good. I was here to talk a little bit about, we've had some great discussions in the morning about, this morning was a little bit of property lines, commercial property, all that sort of thing combined. But I've been talking a lot about accountability. And one of the things that I'll just tell you from my personal experience is I've been sending out a lot of birthday cards and note cards but I am on a program right now where I get 50 note cards a month sent to me. And just that alone puts accountability on me. Like I've got another 50 coming in about 3 weeks. So that means I got to make sure I schedule out the ones I'm doing now and get it done. It's just that push. It's just that somebody asking you something, you know, that's a marker point, it pushes you. And that's the beauty in accountability, where we're in our own business, but having somebody keeping you accountable helps you to reach the goals we've set for our own business.
Absolutely. And, you know, look at the level of accountability. It's like, oh, I got 50 coming. I got 50. I better get this 50 out. And you're paying for it. You have skin in the game too. So the note card is one of my favorite ways to cut through all of the bullshit, right? People, you know, it's like a old-fashioned way of communicating. It gets through the email, the text, the calls. You know, that person who it's like just a warm touch, right? And that's what it should be. Don't sell anything on it. Just, you know, just reconnect with them through that little postcard. And I would go one step further, and I'd say, you know, if you're sending out like 10 or 12 a week, right? That would work, right? Something like that, 13 a week. They're the people you call the next week, right? You send them out, or maybe 2 weeks later to give it time to get there. And then you follow it up with a call maybe, or a text a week or so after, a week or two after that, so that you create this kind of experience with them. Oh, they just received, oh, I just got Rob's card in the mail. And 2 weeks later, you know, I get a text from him. You start to be able to get past the crusty exterior, right? I think it's
Exactly.
That's the plan, right? And then they're getting, guess what? They're going to open your emails after that. They're going, and then you're going to continue that high level of interaction, and you create an experience for them. Think about how your clients or potential clients or your sphere are experiencing you and your brand. Look at it through their eyes. I think cards are a great way to do that. And accountability is the framework to getting the job done. Right?
Agreed.
Yep. All right. What do you got next there? You I'm sure you have a slide for anyone who has open houses.
Speaking of which, lead generation this week. This week we are texting. So anybody who is sending out the most amount of texts and reports it to me by Friday or on Friday, you will win a $25 Starbucks card.
Courtesy of
KW Larchmont.
Texting, don't get in your head about it. Keep it simple. Keep it relational. You're not selling anything. You're just connecting with people. Use the text to connect. I would challenge everyone to send out 5 to 10 texts a day. Just hey, thinking of how just thinking about you. How's life going this week? Boom. Or, oh, I just thought of you. I thought about you yesterday. How's I know your dog was having some challenges. How's that going? Keep it simple. You could be as personal or as just generalized as you could possibly think, but don't ask them if they need to buy or sell real estate.
And playing off of that, something that Lorna said, even in this morning, a lot of times when we're doing video, we think everything has to be polished. But if I have found out that if I just do a quick selfie video, hey, I was thinking of you right now, just thought I'd say hi, hope everything's going well for you, and send it over. Nobody expects that to be polished. In fact, it's even better if it's not, because people get the fact like you're just being real with them.
Yeah.
And it even is better than words coming through. It's a video of you coming through and greeting them.
Yeah, 100%. Just be your authentic self is the best advice that, I've been given.
I agree.
It's not perfect. So who is? Nobody.
Absolutely. You're not an emoji of yourself. You are, you just be you, you know, you're not an icon of, you know, that is created in some virtual environment. It's okay. The imperfection makes you more relatable.
Exactly.
For sure. Agreed. All right. What do you got next, Rob? You got mock
And then-
transactions.
Then the property that we first have done an RPA for, then we've done how we're going to market and list the property. Next week, we are going to have our coaching agents do both sides. They are going to do a request for repairs off of all the reports, and they're going to also have to put on the other hat and act like they are on the selling side. And how are they going to respond to those requests for repairs in the current market that it's at with the current offer? So that's what we're going to be tackling next week. It should be a really good time.
Excellent. Sounds like a good time. All right. What do you got next? And one more
And
time.
lastly, open houses, send them my way. If you need leverage, if you need people to hold open houses for you, or just help because you need the extra people power there to help you with it, let me know and I will put you into touch with some great agents that can help you.
Thank you, Rob. And you do. Upcoming classes. What do you got going this week? Realtors get words that work. That is every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8:30 to 9 a.m. Sorry. And it's, you know, Renee has a mastery of scripts and dialogues and purposeful conversations, guys. That's what this is all about. We all need this, and this is a muscle that you need to keep going and keep your understanding of the purpose of every conversation in the forefront. And Renee does a great job at script practice, and this is a great thing to do before you jump into your lead generation, just to warm up your pipes. Okay. Everyone, jump in there. Also, Christy, Power Hour, 9 to 10 every day. This is support for you doing your lead generation, guys. Also, KWtek, 10 a.m. to 11. Oh, we have, I always have to look at the date, don't I? Tomorrow we have DocuSign, the second level DocuSign. And then we have websites on Friday, opportunities on Monday, overview on Tuesday always, and consumer mobile app, one of the most underutilized tools in your business. I'm telling you, the mobile app could be a game changer for you to give it to your clients, to use it to get new clients. You could be posting this on social media for people to download. It is a great app that will get national access to national listings anywhere they are, and keep the client who downloads it under your roof. That's the idea. This is your customizable app. All right. And that means self-branded app for you, like your website. Boom. Let's do it. All connected to your command. Spark series continues 10 to 11:30 every day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then the elements, which is I'm sure next, is every Tuesday and Thursday, 10 to 11:30 with Christy. Part 3 of our RPA classes, that's on Thursday, April 7th from 10 to 11:30. Important for everyone. And then 33 36 touch workshop. This is around the look at he's got in his hand there, Rob. Right? He's got a little handwritten note that's being opened. This is about developing a touch program for your business. Again, this is for everyone. We used to teach it so much more, and now we brought it back so that you guys can understand what the client, creating a client touch experience, what we were talking about earlier, combination of text and cards and emails and calls, or any other way you interact with your clients' events also in there, of course. But this is a great way to customize. It's not a one size fits all, right? It's what you want to do. You want to focus on what you will do, but you want to know what is doable and what everybody else is doing. But make sure you choose the activities that you yourself will do. Okay, don't set yourself up for 20 contacts a day if it's going to be something that you can flush easily by saying, oh yeah, I'm never going to do 20, right? I'd rather you do 5, build that muscle for 5 over time. Say, you know what, I could do a little bit more, move it up to 10, and then you get to see the benefit of that. Benefit of your work. 33 touches. Oh, what's the all right, this is I won't do the equation. All right, it's too abstract. All right, next is lots of great classes. Core services. Andy Kristenon, how are you doing today, Andy?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. No complaints over here. I mean, I could complain, but I won't.
Choose not to.
Choose not to. That's right. I don't really have much to report. I mean, I feel like a broken record a little bit on the Fed front, but all eyes on the Fed. I mean, the best way to describe what's going on right now is they were in the left lane of the freeway and literally missed the exit. And it is a mad scramble to fix and correct the problem that they should have addressed last year. So things are pretty shaky, pretty volatile. On any given day, we're seeing pretty drastic moves.
What's the variable on any given day? 0.5%, 1/4%?
We saw 80 basis point move yesterday for the worst.
So 80 basis points is equivalent to what in percentages?
0.80%.
0.8. Okay.
So over 0.75%. So year over year, we're about a 1.5% higher than where we were a year ago. Obviously, this is impacting buyers on every level and every scale. Things are shaky, but I think they're gonna work out at some point. And just know, I talk to a lot of agents on a daily basis. Everybody is feeling it right now. Not a single agent that I talk to is having an easy or a good time right now with the way that things are. The inventory factor, buyers are also, I don't want to say going rogue, but buyers are fatigued. Buyers are feeling the pain of the inventory situation, also the rate climate. They're also, going into a property and paying several $100,000 over list price, and then having, inspection reports with $100,000 worth of work. There's also the buyer's remorse factor going on. So just know that you guys aren't alone. I'm sure everybody's feeling it in one way or another. We're feeling it on our side as well. So I think we'll get there.
Well, and okay, everybody put a damn smile on your face, okay? Because we're in the problem-solving business. This just happens to be the problem of today. We solve problems, right? We don't submit to them. We earn the right to represent people through the problem solving process. Right? Andy did not have this problem before. Andy's problem was getting people, last year her problem was getting people pre-qualified fast enough, right? I mean, they're all problems to be solved, and that's what we do. And as a group, we have you have a support system. Andy's here to help you solve that problem. She's not saying loans can't be done. She's just saying, that it's going to take, it's going to be a different bracket, right? The bracket's moving down, the bracket's moving sideways, or maybe this isn't the right time for that particular client. We have plenty of buyers. Focus on the sellers too, because that will solve the buyer problem for sure, right?
Yeah, and I think too, eventually it's interesting. I was talking to an agent that I work with quite a bit, and she was equating this particular moment to similar to when we went into lockdown with COVID initially. And I'm sure you all remember, it was like somebody pulled the emergency brake, and it was sort of like a pause mode, if you will, for a minute, and then all of a sudden the floodgates open.
But the people who there was a win in that transition. The people who like clinched and like ran into a corner, they got nothing. Okay, the people who are like, okay, what's the opportunity in this moment? What is the opportunity? Okay, everybody's the people who in those first 2 weeks, the people who were in escrow. I think if you didn't get a shave in that off the price in those 2 weeks, you missed an opportunity, right? Because people were like, okay, we don't know what's going to happen. You want to close this deal? Could you give us $50,000 off? Maybe my clients feel a little, they're a little leery, and so there's an opportunity. The question is, what is the opportunity in this moment?
Jerry, can I pipe in real quick about that opportunity? I think right now, something I'm telling my buyers is, and while I'm noticing it, a lot of things are back on the market. There's a lot falling out because people are getting nervous. So that means the sellers are going to be like, whoa, maybe I need to also adjust this. They're going to be a little more, less hard line about a lot of the things that were maybe they would not have been hardline about even 2 months ago. So I think coming towards the end of summer and the beginning of fall, we're going to have a lot more availability. And yeah, the rate might be higher, but everything will adjust hopefully to make it equivalent. You know what I mean? We're going to see that. Hopefully we don't see a lot of short sales because that sucks. But everything else I think it's all going to work out.
Yeah, I mean, so for me personally, where the opportunity is on my end is educating people, educating buyers, educating and talking through different scenarios and problems and issues and things with agents. I mean, on the daily, I'm spending most of my days talking with agents about the current conditions and what's actually going on, so that they can then pass it on to potential buyers. I think that the education piece and just being a resource to get people to understand what's going on. Like, at the end of the day, all things are temporary. So, and like Joey said, coming out the other side of it, you can sit and be sort of stagnant during this time, or really bring value to people.
Agreed. Guys, as long as there's deals being done outside this office, there's opportunity. Okay, so get out there and get your unfair share of this challenging moment. Right? There's a lot of agents who don't know what to do in this moment. There's a lot of agents who don't have the tools and support to navigate this moment, right? or the next moment or the past moment. But if you stay engaged and purposeful about business, you will get the opportunity, right? All right, there's my big pump up for the day. All right, thank Andy. You know it. Raha,
Yes, hello.
I get you
How are
all
you
pumped
guys?
up, Raha?
Good morning. Just a friendly reminder for the agents working with me to always CC me on all correspondence so I can help create a smooth transaction. This way I can file away any received paperwork, send out any items needing signatures, and also file important correspondence for our file. Sometimes you might feel like you're oversharing, but it's preferable rather than having to chase items down or get notified of items in the last hour. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to help you coordinate your files. And in order for me to do that in the best way possible is to just be copied throughout. So that's all. Thank you guys all so much. And
Raha, you're the best. I also want to add to that in adverse. Raha's asking you for more information, but I also want you to all understand that your file, your transaction is your file. It's not Raha's file. Raha's there to help and as leverage, not to do the work for you. Okay? Not to remind you, which she does, that documents need to be filled out. What I see way too often that has me saying this is you know, a codependent relationship. You know, people are saying, well, Raha is supposed to do that. No, Raha's not supposed to do that in most cases, right? She's there to put the file together, not to drive the file, okay? Not to drive the process. That is your job, okay? Sorry about that.
thank you.
My pleasure. And she does a magnificent job at it. And she's checks and balances. Great, you know, you're a human being. It's not about not being infallible. You know, if there's if there's something that's missed, she's there to make sure that it's not missed, for sure. But you are responsible for the file, start to finish.
Great. Thank you, Jerry.
My pleasure. Ben,
Hey, Joey.
I'm on a
Oh, yeah.
rampage today. How you doing?
Yeah, you know, and you know, just to add to that whole morale booster thing, you know, I mean, just have the right conversations with people, right? I mean, you know, prices are going up, prices are going down, rates are going up, rates are going down.
Always.
But you know, housing as a in general, I mean, it's all over the internet. Just in the last 10 years, you know, we've doubled, some markets even tripled, right? So
Yep.
get your buyers that have the want to be in a house or to own property that's in it for the long term. I mean,
Yep.
that's basically what it comes down to, right?
Yeah.
So just focus on that and everything's gonna be fine. If you're gonna sit back and wait and see what happens, you know, just think if you were to do something, either farming, marketing, whatever you were gonna do 6 months ago, 3 months ago, you would be ahead of the game right now.
Absolutely.
So don't just sit back, don't just wait. Yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on it all. And finally, just real quickly, I know, you know, like the morale is down, but guys, I know, you know, gas is up, you know, inflation is up, foods prices are up, but be grateful that we're even able to still afford it, right? We're still able to do it because a lot of people can't say the same for a lot of people. So that's my
Agreed.
2 cents.
Yep. Grateful, you know, grateful that you can fill the tank up.
Yeah.
You know, I just came back from Arizona. It's literally $1 cheaper as soon as you cross the border.
The border, yeah, it's amazing. The gas tax in California is just too much. They gotta fix that. But
469, 450 in Arizona.
yeah, it's like
All right.
it's like 630 here.
That's crazy. 569 is my local cheap joint.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
All right. Have a great week.
You too. Brian, you have a little something to say?
Thank you, Joey. I just want to give everybody a heads up. Myself and Joey are going to be out next Monday through Wednesday. So what that means, we're still going to be accessible, but what that means for you guys is if you have something that's going to be closing on one of those days next week, try and get me your green sheet or your opportunity submitted in command this week so that I can make sure that you still get paid on time. I'll make sure that Paola's here to distribute your checks and get you all taken care of. But I just want to give you guys a heads up that we will be out next week. So if you guys got anything closing, let me know ahead of time.
Yeah. So to that, Brian and I are doing a leadership mega camp in Austin. First trip in 3 years or so. Yeah. So we're excited about it, and we're you'll have the assistance of both Carly and Paula, who are incredibly capable. Okay, next is that all, Brian? Is that all you got?
Yep.
Birthdays. Let's see, how productive was it? Michael Stern, Andrea Lee, and Chris Brotman this week. Happy birthday, Chris. Some new agents this week. We have Hope Wilson, Audrey Kim, and Alyssa Balia is what I think it should be. Welcome them. If they're on the call, please raise your hand and we'll get some people to send you some love and welcome to our nice family here. Pregnant pause. Maybe. There you go. This brings joy to my heart to see the little type here, right? You have Tiffany Chin, LA Group, Jen Hohenstein, Christina Kim and the Bramblett Group, Antron, Eileen Lanza, Champ and Steve, Yvette and Carlos, AJ, as we like to call him, Dae Young Her, he has two, Ian Michael Cherney on Hope, Pete Bonacor on Benton, Woodward team on Wilton, Byron Field and Tremont, Vintron, Anna Lee, Barentine Group, and Heidi Davis all closed deals last week. Congratulations, guys. Excellent job. Yay. And then we have new escrows, equally dense list, love it. You got Stephen Champ on Phelps, you got Dae Young Her on Front, Mario Yates on Redondo, Jen Roa on Flintridge, Josephine on McKinley, Monique Caulfield got her Venice properties in contract, excellent. Moon on Ivy Terrace, Josh Mendoza on Benefit. Stephen Champ again on Rome. Heidi Davis had a couple on Bickley and more. Matthew Lave, Maycrest, Tiffany, congratulations on Hudson and Huxley. Great job. Closed leases this week. Woodward team and Gina Choan both had closed leases this week. Congratulations. New listings. Single family. Drum roll, please. Christina Kim and Eileen. Eileen, or either of you on there, you want to talk about this?
Hi, Joey. Yes, this is our newest listing, 1830 Walgrove. It's right on the border of Mar Vista and Venice. So it's an amazing location. And if you scroll through the photos, there's this amazing wall of tall greenery that separates you from the street. So it's a charming bungalow, and we're having our first showings at our first open house this Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 4 p.m. So bring your clients, so you have to see you there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anna Lee has a condo on Elmwood, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,370 square feet for $750,000. Tiffany on Sycamore. I thought we talked about this last week. Did you want to talk about this, Tiffany?
No, it's okay. We have our deadline today, so it passed at 10 a.m. I can talk about another one later.
Okay, we waited. All right, next. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 659 square feet for just under $500,000. Pete Bonacore has 6216 Warner in my neighborhood. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,800 square feet for $2,395,000. It's a big house, has a pool and the such. I remember from, I just looked at the pictures of it. Lovely neighborhood. I'll come over and use your pool. David Hitt and Charles have a condo on Landale, 3-bedroom, 4-bath, 2,082 square feet, very large, $875,000. I don't know if either of you guys are on the call. If you wanted to talk about that, that's a big old unit. No, all right. Some leases. Christy Lindgren has 136 North Detroit. It's a great rental area. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,893 square feet. Holy bananas! That's a big unit for just under $5,000 a month. And pocket listings. And anybody have any pocket listings coming soon that they'd like to share?
Joey, it's Lorna.
Come on, Lorna.
Hey, I mentioned it last week, but 14001 Morrison Avenue is actually the address in Sherman Oaks of this super chic and fabulous house we have coming on the market. And we're having a broker's open on Tuesday. So I wanted to let you guys know, since I won't be able to tell you that before the next meeting. The asking price is $1,899,000, about 2,000, a little under 2,000 square feet. 3 bedrooms and an office, 2.5 baths, and it had been redone before she purchased it, and she just put the absolute glam smack on it. And she is moving on. So we are, like I said, going to have the brokers open next Tuesday. So you guys will come by.
Thank you, Lorna.
Welcome, Joey.
Anyone else have any pocket listings or coming soons that they'd like to share?
I do.
Come on, T.
So I have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo in West Hollywood that's coming up. I'm going to say next week. It has been completely redone. My clients bought it and flipped it, but this is my client's first flip. So she put a lot of love into it and has a great sense of design and space. I just got back from seeing it and she did a really good job. So it's very sleek, modern, warm in there. The floors look really great. They have those like little, what is it? The herringbone?
Herringbone?
Yeah, the herringbone type of configuration on there. Open kitchen. It has a big balcony and gets a lot of natural light. We're going to be listed at $898,000, and the HOA dues are, I think, $424 per month, around $424 per month.
Wow.
In all utilities except electricity, and it does include earthquake insurance.
How many bedrooms did?
2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Yeah, and you get 2 side-by-side parking spaces. So super, super nice if your client's looking for something turnkey. This is gonna be it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of first, someone with great taste who's a first-time investor. Is they, their margins are probably a little tighter because they wanted to make it perfect.
She wanted to make it perfect. Though her dad, to be fair, her dad does flip properties. And
All right, so he guided her.
to some degree, yes. I mean, she was given a budget and she went over budget, but
Of course she did.
it looks great nonetheless.
Right. No, it's that's the point. It's even better than, expected.
I know.
Right? Yeah.
It's definitely worth seeing if you have clients in that area.
Could hardly work. Wait. Anyone else? Pocket listings coming soon.
And it's a top floor unit, I forgot to say. Top floor corner unit.
Top unit. Penthouse.
Yeah, penthouse.
All right. Next is Remember Media. Christian, where are you, bud? Oh, there you go. I see you.
I'm here. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Lovely. Well, thank y'all for having me. I'm going to fly through some slides for y'all real quick. First of all, thanks again for having me. My name's Christian. I'm one of the marketing coordinators over here at Reminder Media. Just a little bit about us. We are based right outside of Pennsylvania. We've been making magazines for 17 years because we want to make sure that y'all are staying top of mind with your clients. So I'm going to skip over a couple of these just for the sake of time and just touch on some of the major key points. First of all, y'all are in a relationship business. No matter whether you're a full-time agent, part-time, you've been selling houses since the Flintstones, or it's your first day in the office. Being in front of your clients, client retention, and creating an environment that creates repeat clients is going to be critical for your long-term success. So couple notes from last year's NAR study: 60% of buyers and 68% of sellers found their agents through one of two ways: referrals or coming back to the last agent that they had worked with. So looking at other lead sources, internet sites, and traditional direct mail marketing made up for about 5% of people's sellers that they found, where the rest were coming from referral or repeat clients. Then the question is, where are you spending your money? 72% of agents were spending $0 a year on referral-based relationship expenses. So what we look to avoid: 2 nightmares of real estate. You guys leave the office, you get off the Zoom call, you drive past the house of a friend, a neighbor, a colleague, somebody you sold to 5 years ago, and you see a sign in their yard with somebody else's face on it, or you hop on the MLS and you see somebody that you've already been devoting some of that time and energy into just to see that they listed with another agent. Now, I can't avoid all of those. It's not possible. Some people are just going to do it, but my goal is to keep you in front of as many possible people so that you're not missing as many of those opportunities. Because this is, again, a relationship-based business. Where we come in is we have 3 referral tools. We started with our American Lifestyle magazine. This one was rolled out 17 years ago. The articles are very general interest. It pertains to art, travel, and leisure. Put a handful of recipes in there. Then we have our Start Healthy magazine. This one's fun, just depending on your lifestyle. This one has improving your immune system, creating a better sleep environment, some fitness tips. Then last year, we rolled out the Good to Be Home magazine. This one was really fun to be a part of because it's designed more to be applicable in the homes of the people that you send it to. So it has interior design, improving your home's value, some DIY activities for families. Now, the magazines are all very different in regard to content, but everything else about them is exactly the same. They all give you 6 points of customization. They're all 48 pages long. They're all the same cost, the same quality. The only thing that differentiates is what you feel will fit your personality or your sphere's personality best. So like I said, they're all set up exactly the same. It's really just a personal preference. And what's nice is you can rotate between the 3. So you don't feel like you're locked into using just one or the other. Have some fun, mix and match. Be the cover girl, cover guy of 3 magazines, not just one. Make them go out 3 out different times of the year. We mail each of them bi-monthly, and we create a new issue of each of them every 2 months. So it's always fresh content. We have an in-house writing staff that takes care of all of that for you. So we just plug and play. Put your face on the cover of a magazine, send it out to your top clients, and don't miss any of those referral opportunities in the future. So where we brand you, you're on the front cover, contact information, headshot, logo. It's going to say it's coming from you. We're not mentioned in it at all. Neither is there's no other companies, no other listings, no other marketing. It's just about you. So it's designed to look like you're the star of the show. Then we put a cover letter on the front inside cover. We address it to your clients by name. So it's going to say, this one says, Dear Bill and Judy, fill in the blank with your client's name. It's never going to say anything generic like to current resident or to valued homeowner. We don't want it to come across as lazy. We want it to feel personal. And if we send some to you, we're just going to leave that blank so it doesn't feel like it was going to the wrong person. Then we give you 2 branded tear out cards. They're going to have all your contact information on them. We have templates like recipes, design ideas, DIY tips, fitness activities, something that's going to fit you, something that can be torn out and passed along from your clients to people in their sphere that you may not know yet. But there's one in the front, one in the back, mix and match, or upload some of your own artwork. Then on the back cover, we do the back inside and back outside cover are branded to you. So again, we have templates for everything. So come as you are, bring just a headshot and a client list, or bring some of your own artwork and play a little more with it. So that's the idea of the magazine. A couple things we can't do. There's cost-effective and non-cost-effective ways to market. The bottles of wine, the dinner dates, they're great. But if we're doing those for every client every other quarter, we're going to go broke in the process. Then there's the things like the postcards and newsletters and calendars. Those are vital to keep your business moving forward. They're just not getting in the homes and staying there for what we've found to be 3 to 4 weeks with the magazine. So this is going to keep you top of mind. Your clients don't know what a great real estate lead looks like. So making sure that you have something in there that's reminding them of you on a daily basis for weeks at a time is going to be valuable for y'all. So I know I'm kind of flying through some stuff. I was told I had 8 minutes and I'm a little bit long-winded. So this is a task for me. Is there any questions I could field before we do some numbers real quick? Lovely. One last thing to touch on. We have our targeted follow-up. It's a system of predictive analytics. What we can do is we can rate your database. It's not perfect. It has about a 72% accuracy, but we can tell you who on your list should be moving in the next 6 to 12 months so that you can focus your marketing dollars on the right people at the right time, making sure that your marketing dollars are going to the right place. So here's what it would look like to do a mailing with us for summer. So I'm going to throw my phone number up on the screen, 484-806-0231. If you have any questions that you don't want to share with the class, feel free to shoot me a text, give me a call. We can hash it out what it would look like for you on a one-on-one basis. Normally we have a $299 activation. Just as a thank you to Joey for having me, I'm going to knock $200 off of that. It's a $99 one-time charge. That gets your account set up. What's cool is it gives you exclusivity of the homes you mail to. If you're the cover girl of a magazine, we don't want 2 cover girls of the same magazine showing up in the house. That's a weird conversation. Then we have a social media library, plus we have some free printables for y'all to use. The nice thing is we give you a personal marketing advisor. That's a one-on-one person to help you with all the setup, all the follow-up, how to design it, who to send it to. They're there for you all the way. Then we give you the targeted follow-up at no charge as well. So that's all you pay to get started. You pay for the magazines once you give us approvals to print. They're $4.19 per copy. The minimum order of 50 comes out to $209.50. That does include all of the printing and postage costs. Then with that first mailing, we want to earn your second mailing. So the first mailing will be commitment free. Mail with us once, make some of those follow-up calls, get some feedback, and then make sure it's getting the engagement that you're looking for before you work with us a second time. So that's the pricing. Like I had said earlier, whether you're a client of mine or not, phone calls are absolutely critical to the longevity and long-term success of your business. You have to be staying engaged and top of mind with people, and being somebody who works remotely, most of my job is phone sales. I'll tell you this, nobody loves getting a sales call, but the magazine gives you not only a valid reason, but a friendly reason to pick up the phone and make some of those phone calls, nurture some of those clients, and pull some of those referral opportunities out, because your clients don't realize that every marriage, every divorce, every childbirth, every graduation, every relocation for work, that is a real estate conversation that you need to be involved in. You have to be continually painting that picture because the consumer's brain doesn't naturally go to that. So what I'll do, I'll keep these offers open for the next 2 weeks. Anybody who wants to mull it over and think about it for a little while, take some time. You'll have the $99 activation reduced for a while. And then anybody who's like, yeah, let's give it a shot, give me a ring in the next 2 days and I will, as a thank you, I'll buy you 15 of your first magazines just so that you can get a little more bang for your buck on that first run to make sure it's working for you. So hopefully I was quick enough, but if there's any questions, I'd love to answer them. If not, Joey, back over to you.
It was great, Christian. Just so all of you understand, the magazine itself is a very highly produced, high quality product. I know from personal experience. I've used it in the past, and so I think it's really important to, don't think of this as a splatter. but as a very high touch product. It's for that inner circle too, to really show your prowess, right? You know, how good you're doing, because it really is, it's a nice object, is I guess what I'm saying. All right, thank you, Christian. Anybody else have any questions for Christian before we let him go? No? All right, excellent. Carly, is that it for today? Yep. Fill the bucket, wants and needs. Wants and needs, fill the bucket. Anybody? Anybody have anything?
I have something, if I may, Joey.
Eileen, you may.
Thank you. I have a client who's looking for a commercial warehouse in the Valley, specifically towards Van Nuys Airport, to use as storage for video production equipment and preferably some office spaces. It's not much up there, so if anyone knows of anything that's upcoming, or personally know someone who works up there that tends to have a lot of this inventory, I would appreciate it.
You want some parking with that too, right?
Yes, parking, preferably freestanding as well, but we've looked at some condos, business condos, but can go up to 2.5 million as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wants?
Yes, Joey, it's Lorna. I just want to fill the bucket for Andy, Raha, Brian, and Ven. No matter what little question I call about, what little need or issue I have, they are always there quickly and responsively and above and beyond. And I really appreciate all of them.
They're an extension of your team. They're an extension of your brand, and they take it seriously. Yeah, I thank them too in that respect. Excellent. Thank you, Lorna, for sharing and being
Thank you, Lorna.
amazing support. Anyone else want to share before we sign off? All right. You guys have a great day. Have a great week. It's going to be nice and hot this weekend. Like to say you're invited to my pool, but Lorna might be out for it.
I got my own, honey, and none of y'all are invited. No, I'm just playing.
You guys have a great weekend.
Bye, sweethearts.
Bye. See you next